Buddy, you picked the wrong people to try and strong-arm. Greetings, all. This one is from way back when, about 6 years ago now, when I was in an entirely different career and halfway around the world. No salad dressing this time, and I'm sure you're all disappointed. On a certain class of military warship, there is a place. The bridge may be in control of where the ship goes, but Damage Control Central is in charge of how fast it is getting there and whether or not it arrives in one piece. It's run by a high-ranking officer from Reactor Department, EU, and his two cronies, one that monitors the ship's water usage and one that monitors the ship's electrical usage. These three people can bring 97k plus tons of steel and sadness to a halt. Behind them are a small pile of engineering folk, literally the ship's tech support branch. People could call DCC and report a problem, from an outlight to a fire, and between all of us in there, we had the knowledge, skill, authority, and political clout to get a response team out. A lot of people didn't know what kind of authority DCC held, or exactly who they were talking to when they called down. This made for some very entertaining conversations. One evening, the engineering folk get a call. One female sailor picks it up and naturally, we all listen in, because if it's a fire or something, we all need to respond as rapidly as possible. From our POV, this is how the conversation goes. Aang, DCC, Aang speaking. Aang, the heater doesn't work? Aang, oh, yeah, that's normal. Aang, no, we can't turn it up. Aang, what? No, we can't replace it, we're in the middle of the Persian Gulf, where are we going to get another one? Aang, look, it works fine. Take shorter showers. Aang, your division can put in a request for a bigger one when we get back to home port, but you're not getting one now. Aang, yeah, no, I'm not ordering one. Replacing those things is beyond the scope of what we're allowed to do underway. Aang, because policy. Aang, okay. You do that. We'll be waiting. Make sure you request permission to enter. With that, she hangs up. Naturally, we're all staring. She grins at us. Aang, game face is on, this one is gonna be good. Sir, I am sorry in advance. EU, you kidding? This SHT is what makes watch worthwhile. We sit back and put on our best I hate everything faces and wait. Not 15 minutes later, the door thuds open. In walks, with permission, the hero of this little story, a very low-ranking punk, LRP, who thinks he's hot SHT because he does maintenance on airplanes instead of steam pipes. With him is his immediate supervisor, LPO, a gentleman of my rank, and their divisional officer, Devo, a wee young lieutenant. Devo is all fired up because how dare engineering not fix his guy's problem, and he makes a beeline for the engineering folk. This path will, briefly, place him between EU and a panel that, by the order of people with a rank I could never hope to achieve in my life, the EU is not allowed to be obscured from. They have to be able to see it, at all times. I wait until the merry little band is almost in front of the EU before I speak up. Me, sir, please go around, the EU needs to be able to see that panel. Devo, I will walk where he stops. Because someone of approximately double his rank, 4 times his time in service and significantly crankier is staring him down. All of the fire leaves Devo in an instant. Which, honestly, is exactly what I wanted. When high-ranking people get fired up, it's usually for a good reason. When baby Devos get fired up, everyone in their general vicinity is stupider for witnessing their temper tantrum. Baby Devos get much more done when they're calm. LPO realizes that a commander is sitting there and nearly poops himself. LRP is completely oblivious. They walk back around our desks, not nearly as grudgingly as they could have, and take the slightly longer route to the engineering folk. Who are having the time of their lives, because this SHT circus is well underway and they haven't had to even do anything yet. Aang spins around, her hands on the arms of her chair, a very pleasant, blank smile on her face. Devo, are you the one that won't fix my guy's showers? Aang, the showers aren't broken, sir. Did he tell you what his complaint was? LPO nearly cringes out of his skin. Because, no, obviously what happened is that LRP went and chatted LPO that those a-holes in engineering said they won't fix the broken showers and LPO immediately went to his office to find some backup and grab Devo. By the way we're all grinning at him, LPO knows he is in for the reaming of his life. Devo, however, looks to LRP for an explanation. The little nematode puffs up, very pleased to have the floor, and an audience to boot. At least 2 very important officers get to hear his sound reasoning for calling down to the tech line. I sit there wishing popcorn was allowed in DCC. LRP. Well, the hot water heater in the head can't keep up with the entire division when we all shower in the morning. Aang, does it put out hot water at all? LRP, well, Yeah, when we all get up it works just fine. But as everyone takes their showers, it gets colder and colder. Aang, does it ever go completely cold? LRP, no, but with a bigger heater, we could all take as long of showers as we wanted without it running out. Water control guy, showers should be limited to 5 minutes, you're wasting water. LRP, well, yeah, morning showers are pretty short, who wants to wake up early and shower? But when I take my second, longer shower in the evening, to relax after a long day of working. Some teeny tiny sense of self-preservation kicks in and LRP shuts up and looks around. He is in a room full of people who play the food, shower, sleep, pick 2 game on a daily basis. Every single person in this room, including his backup, is staring at him with either full derision or outright hostility. Except Aang. She's still smiling her blank, polite, I've been in the retail trenches and I'm dead inside smile. I may be in love. Aang, sir, you can see why I denied his request. LPO, you may want to remind your guys that, despite being surrounded with water, there is a limit on how much fresh water we can make in a day and that long showers should be saved for import. Was there anything else I can help you all with? Devo, no, I think I've heard enough. You too, my office. Now. They leave. LPO looks close to tears or shoving LRP out a porthole. Devo is full of now justified wrath. LRP still looks vaguely bemused as to why his excellent argument didn't sway us all to his side. The door shuts. All of us immediately put our heads on our desk and cry with laughter. Someone hands Aang an IOU for drinks at the next port. Aang's supervisor drafts an email to the ship's mid-tier leadership that not waking up early enough to get a hot shower is not a reason to request a new hot water heater and that water on board is limited. No details are provided and everyone eagerly looks forward to the rumor mill as people try and figure out what spawned that particular reminder. The engines turn. The ship chugs on. Story 2. Counterproductive pseudoscience. Head of HR contacts us saying her laptop keeps shutting down for no reason, frequently, right in the middle of her doing things. I go to her office and sit down, start typing away, moving the mouse around, wiggling the laptop, unplugging it and plugging it back in, but whatever I do, it just keeps going. I tell her let me know if it happens again, I'll be waiting right down the hall. As soon as I sit down, she calls me to say it shut down again. I find a time when I can take it to my cube for a while, and I just fire up every application I can, all at once, load up large files, run load tests for an hour or so, still just fine. I take it back to her office and swap out the power adapter and dock. As soon as I get back to my cube, she contacts me to say it's shut down again. I'm at a loss. I figure I'll try swapping her hard drive into another laptop tomorrow. That night, I'm lying in bed. I do not know why it came to my mind, but it suddenly struck me that these laptops use a magnet in the lid to detect when the lid is shut and trigger the system to go to sleep. I wonder? The next day, guess what? I go into her office and see she's wearing a beady bracelet. I ask if those are magnets? Yes, it's for their magical healing properties. I have her rest her wrists on the laptop. It goes to sleep. I explain that she has to not wear her magic bracelets while using the computer.